Well, we're talking about our upcoming 2025 Accelerate Business Expo taking place February 20th at the WT Brookshire Conference Center. We're excited. This is the 30th annual. 30 years, Henry. Have you been to all of them?
30 years. I've been to every single one of them. It is hard to believe as long as I've been here altogether. But yeah, 30 years of business expos. When I was growing up in the chamber world, they taught us that if an event lasts multiple years and you make enough changes to it and tweak it and make it to where it's relevant, continues to be relevant, then it will last a long, long time. So we've got a lot of anniversaries we're celebrating this year. 30th of the Expo, 125th of the Chamber.
It's a big year.
It is a big year for us. So
Henry, why do you think the Expo has been successful for 30 years? What is it about the Expo that brings people back year after year?
Well, so much of what the Chamber's all about is networking and putting people together. And so the original concept, and you have to remember this was 30 years ago, so we really didn't have the internet and the social media and the things like we do today, was basically to get people face-to-face to network, to be able to share what goods and services and opportunities they have for each other. And the whole point was so that people wouldn't go to Dallas and get it, or wouldn't go to Houston and get it, or in today's world, ordering it online.
Right.
If it's right here in your own backyard, it only helps everybody and the economy if you buy from each other. So
well, and the economy in Tyler is booming. We have all the services that the big cities provide right here locally, where you can use your neighbor, you can use your friend who might have a business. And I know you mentioned that, yes, we are in a time, in a day and age of social media and internet, but it is still good to get in front of people and to make those personal connections, to network, to learn more about what businesses others have and how you can use them for your benefit.
That's right. So, social media and the internet have its purpose and its place in the overall marketing scheme for organizations and businesses, but truly, like you said, face-to-face is really the best way to go.
Sure.
And we have found that over and over again from our membership. The attendance, we've been breaking records in most of our events for the last 2 or 3 years.
Right.
Because COVID helped a little bit with that. People were anxious to see each other and share more and more about what there is in our own backyards that we can learn from each other.
That's true. So Henry, this year, I know there's some new changes that we're implementing. I know there's a hospitality room for our vendors that they can go and step away from a booth and grab a snack, grab something to drink. What other new initiatives are coming this year?
We're doing a special breakfast that morning for not only the vendors, but anybody that's interested. It's going to be enlightening. It's going to be informative. It's something that anybody might want to do, and it'll help you understand the purpose of the day and how to perform as a vendor or as an attendee. And we talk about the vendors all the time, and we're trying to help the vendors do this new set of changes we're doing this year to be able to learn how to sell themselves.
Right.
Believe it or not, that you need a lot of direction on how to do that. But at the same time, we say some of the most important networking that goes on is just the business person that comes to the event and goes booth to booth, also doing the same thing the vendor's doing, networking with the vendor,
Sure.
but from their perspective. So even if you don't have a booth, or if that's not what you find to be advantageous for your business, it's still important to come to attend and to network, and you never know what you might leave gaining from that not only that day, but for days to come.
Absolutely. So it's important to have a business card, even if you don't have a booth. Present yourself and your company and find out about all the different services that are here locally, from our nonprofits to our for-profit businesses.
Right. I mean, you would probably be surprised, and for someone who's been around for a long time, the community has grown leaps and bounds, and there are so many more goods and services available in our area that you really rarely hear about people having to go somewhere else to get something. Probably the biggest competition now is online, and that's really more convenience. But it's better to help your neighbor
That's
and
right.
to leave those dollars locally with the local economy because it benefits you in the long run. One of the best stories we had one year at one of these expos that was actually a personal story for the chamber. So the chamber was getting ready to move into the building we're in now, the Blackstone building, and we were having to go through all the details and setting up all the things for this building. We had a nice set of phones that were provided to us by Southwestern Bell, now AT&T. Back then it was their latest ones, and we were moving over here, and economic development was moving into our building, and we had the same systems, but we needed to merge them and add to them, and we were trying to find out who could help us with that. And AT&T kept sending us to St. Louis.
Oh,
And I was having to deal with people in St. Louis, which really wasn't great. And so I needed some hands-on deck people that could come in, do wiring for us and all that kind of thing. So at that expo that year, we got there was a guy who had started his own company. He was a former Southwestern Bell repairman located in our community, and he'd started servicing and providing phone service. And in his booth sat models of the same phone system we had, and I went, wait a minute.
yeah.
Do you do these phone systems? He said, you need to call me tomorrow. Have I got a job for you? And sure enough, he did all the wiring for this building, installed all the phones, added phones to them, and then helped us with updates for many, many years.
Yeah.
So there's a great example. Even the chamber didn't see it
Yeah.
in our own backyard. So.
That's a perfect testament of what you might discover that you are unfamiliar with currently, that you can walk away with a business connection, a contact, somebody that can help you locally for now and for the future.
Yeah, and one good lesson to learn from that, if you are a vendor, is don't just show up in your booth and have some business cards. Make sure you have something with you that tells what you do and what your products are. If he had not had that sample phone,
Right.
and he just said we do phone service, I'd have walked right past him, and that would have never happened.
Sure. Yeah.
So good reason to
Absolutely.
have important things in your booth with you.
Well, registration is open. You can go to our website at tylertexas.com and find the link to register. All those in attendees do need to register. There's a pre-registration going on right now. There will be an additional fee at the door, but we want to encourage everyone to register today and plan on being there on February 20th at the Brookshire Conference Center for our 30th Annual Business Expo. It's going to be a great day.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and pre-register. You won't have to pay a dime, and then
right.
that way we'll know exactly who's coming and who to provide for. So
Yes, sir.
we'll look forward to it.
It's going to be a good time. I'm excited. This will be my first one. So if
good.
we've done 30, I
My
expect
30th
30
and
more.
your first.
That's right. Yes,
It takes fresh eyes sometimes, too.
that's right. Yeah. Well, thank you, Henry.
Thank you.